Yes, now we can go ahead. Done.
Okay. I'm not go I'm starting with the second part of the lecture, that is the
Okay.
AI impact on skill and creativity. Then I'll come to the
Yeah, first
tools.
part. Fine.
The reason being that the artificial intelligence, it is transforming our creativity landscape. It is offering new opportunities, whereas raising concern about artistic skills and originality.
Okay.
Many people have become skeptical.
Okay.
Now, so that is why I've decided that I will go by either, I will show both the positive and negative perspective. The positive impact on artistic skills may be explained like this way. It enhances our productivity. Like AI powered tools can automate the certain repetitive tasks like background removal, color correction, image enhancement, object selection, etc.
Fine.
Now, these allows artists to focus on the more creative decision making rather than the technical process. Another thing is that the learning and skill development. AI can act as a creative assistant by suggesting compositions and color palette. It can by providing the instant feedback, generating references and concept ideas. So it can learn artist can learn the new techniques more quickly and experiment with various styles that might not otherwise be explored in a very short period of time. Other thing is that expansion of creative possibilities. Like AI enables an artist to create complex visual effects, generate multiple design variations rapidly, explore entirely new forms of digital art. Many artists use AI as a collaborative tool rather than replacement for creativity. For example, let's say, in a professional photographer, he might take a series of photograph of a model, let's say about say 50 to 100. Now, what AI can do that AI can eliminate some of the photographs where maybe the eye is closed, where something is wrong, the light is not perfect, something is, so those things can be eliminated. And so he can reduce his workflow like this way. The negative impact is that the risk and the skill dependency. The excessive reliance on AI may reduce the fundamental skills such as the drawing, painting, composing, and visual storytelling. New artists may skip the important learning stages if AI performs much of the creative work. Second is another most negative impact is the reduced technical mastery. When AI automatically handles the complex tasks, artists may become lazy and less proficient in manual editing, lighting techniques, perspective drawing, and detailed image manipulation. Another is that homogenization of the style. AI models are trained on existing artworks, which can sometimes lead to similar looking outputs, repetitive visual trends, and reduced uniqueness in artistic expression. Impact on creativity. Now, creativity enhancement. AI can stimulate the creativity by generating unexpected ideas, helping overcome creative blocks, and encouraging experimentation. Creativity challenges. Some concerns include over-reliance on AI-generated ideas, reduced personal expression, difficulty in distinguishing original human creativity from the machine-generated content. If artists accept AI output without modification, the creative depth may diminish. Changing role of the artist. The artist's role is evolving from solely creating artwork to directing AI systems through prompts, curating generated outputs, and combining human vision with machine capabilities. future artistic success may depend on both the traditional artistic skills and the ability to effectively use AI tools. AI is neither purely beneficial nor harmful to artistic skill and creativity. It is a powerful tool that can enhance productivity, inspire innovation, and expand creative possibilities. However, excessive dependence on AI may weaken the foundational skills and reduce originality. The most successful artists are likely to be those who use AI as a creative partner while continuing to develop their own artistic abilities, imagination, and unique style. AI can amplify creativity, but human imagination, emotional expression, and artistic judgment remain at the heart of any meaningful art. And frankly speaking, till today, AI cannot be compared with a real, let's say, a master artist. The creation of a master artist is so different from AI generated images that it will take, I think, another decade or something time for AI to learn that process and come up to that level. Now I'll come up to the second part.
Okay. Friends, all are requested to switch on their video because it is not looking so lively. Please, Yadurandan Di, Chitra Joshi, Vishnu Patel, Hemendra, Mekla Tarafdar, Samir, etc. Please switch on your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now come to the second part, that is the AI tools used in photography, for photography.
Yes.
The general consensus among the professionals is that the AI should be a force multiplier for human capability, not a replacement for human presence. By letting AI handle the mechanical, repetitive tasks, photographers can focus entirely on the split-second moment that require an actual human eye. Broadly, the AI tools may be classified into two major categories. One is the assistive AI, where basically it is used for speeding up the tedious logistics of photography. And the other part is the generative AI, which is creating the absolutely new images from nothing. Now, assistive AI are accepted to some extent, like a lot of us are using the cameras, the smart eye tracking autofocus in camera. So that is quite accepted. In nature photography, many people use it. Like Sony and Nikon camera has this facility, and maybe some other camera also. The smart eye tracking autofocus in camera. This is purely AI. Another is that automated batch color correction, then sensor noise reduction and upscaling, and sharpening that is not too obvious. These are the accepted nowadays. The generative AI is not generally accepted in art world, but they are used extensively in professional world. Common usage are add or remove the content, filling a photograph, portrait retouching, new image creation based on prompts, recovery, and restoration. Now let's see the AI photo enhancement like noise reduction and sharpening. The tools to be used are Topaz Labs or Adobe Lightroom AI features. What they do? They remove the noise from the low light photos, they increase the sharpness and recover details. One example, I have given two examples. On the left hand side, you will see that it is a low light photography and slightly out of focus on the left side, which has been enhanced, and the image, this is the after part. On the right hand side, you will see the noisy image and how the denoise has been done by AI. And this is after. So noise reduction and sharpening are these are the areas where AI tools can help the photographer. Other are the recovery and restoration and upscaling. Tools like OpenArt AI, Remini, and Topaz Gigapixel AI are widely used. What they do? They restore old photographs, recover facial details, and increase image resolution. See, this is the example of recovery and restoration. On the left hand side, you can see this is one of the picture I downloaded from the internet, pretty bad one. And then I used OpenArt AI with a command of recovery and restore. And the result is on the right hand side. I did nothing. Practically, I did nothing. The entire thing was done by the AI. So this is one of the very nice tool, this AI tool that can help the photographer in restoration of the old photographs or some damaged things. Another example is this one. This is upscaling and restoration. This is not only restoration, but it has been upscaled. That means using that gigapixel, a number of pixels has been added so that the resolution of the picture is increased. So larger image, larger size can be printed. Another is the AI image generation and editing tool. Tools for fill, background removal, object removal, etc. Adobe Photoshop generative fill tools, cleanup.pictures and remove.bg. These are widely used. What they do? They remove the unwanted people, they remove wares, poles, signs, and distraction. Sorry, there is a typo error. Fill backgrounds naturally. Look at this example, the person sitting in front of Taj Mahal with a lot of people at the background. Now with a single command, the AI has removed the background, those people at the background and for these people. Now, if you had to do it manually, it would have taken a very long time. This is one of the examples of the advantage of AI. Second one is, look at this picture, the object removal. The object is here, the car. Selectively, the object has been removed. Another example I will show, this is a generative fill. For example, look at the beach, the sea beach on the left-hand side, that is before, which is a very dirty beach. And look, you can make it a very clean and this beach, and you can also remove the person from there and make it an absolute nice beach. This is an example of generative fill. Other tools like that are widely used is like portrait retouching. You can use Portrait Pro or you can use Adobe Lightroom Portrait AI. What they do? They smoothen the skin, improve the eye and teeth, and adjust facial lighting. Look at the example. before and after, particularly the highlight area here and the right hand side, the image at the right hand side, before and after. So, and there are much more examples, but I have just chosen these two very quickly. Let's go. Another type is that where you can have a, say, sky replacement, portrait enhancement, and lighting correction tools. Now the tools used are generally Luminar Neo, Adobe Photoshop Sky Replacement, OpenArt, and Canva AI. What they do, they replace the dull or cloudy skies, add dramatic sunsets or blue skies, and automatically match lighting. One example I have given, this is the before and after. You can see that the sky has been replaced with this dull sky with a very vibrant and blue sky with cloud. Another example, two such examples are there where the lighting correction has been made. Before and after, before and after. The right one has been used by Canva and the left one was done using OpenArt. About the generative tools for creative photography, based on the generative tools for the creative photography, it is based on deep learning, and it is a deep learning multi-layered neural network and natural language processing. And these are used for creating images, absolute images. Like you give the proper prompt and the software will create the image of based on your prompt. Now, these are very specialized software, like and some of them are very earlier. Some of them were given for usage as a free, but nowadays they are not free. Like DALL-E, then Leonardo AI, Gemini 2.5, Nano Banana by Gemini 3, Midjourney, ChatGPT image, etc. Now, detailed discussion examples are beyond the scope of this seminar within this time frame. So I will show only a few examples by Professor Biswato Sengupta, who is a pioneer in this creative photography using AI. Interested person may visit the link. I have given the link below. A lot of items are there for AI and AI creative photography using AI. And I'll just give one example. Sorry.
Mrinal, 1 minute. Please share this YouTube link in the WhatsApp so that I can share in.
I'll send you this in WhatsApp. Oh, no problem. No
Thank
problem.
you.
See, these are the images created by Professor Sengupta using various software like DALL-E, Leonardo, and some other some other software. And finally, what it did is that after generating the image from AI, he then uses the Photoshop and other and MATLAB and various other tools to create his final image. So it is not just pure AI generated thing. So initially he asked AI to generate certain thing based on his choice, and after that he modifies those things using other software. But these are all without camera. I think this is sufficient for tonight.
Wonderful, Mrinal, wonderful. You have given a lot of information, very, very important information for all of us to go ahead using AI. Okay. Friends, I just missed our very important point, that is the release of our June bulletin. And just because of curiosity, I started AI discussions. So before I invite Adit Agarwala sir, I will request Anil Richard Singh sir to release our June bulletin of Dhanbad Camera Club. Over to you, sir.
Okay, Mukeshji, thank you. Kindly permit to share the screen.
I think you are permitted, sir. Let me check. You are permitted, sir. Please share your screen.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. So, thank you so very much, Mukeshji, for giving me this opportunity to release the bulletin of Dhanbad Camera Club. This is the 41 issue, June 2026. And this is the cover of this June bulletin, having the picture of Lisa Schnelzer. Yes. Very attractive picture. So now we'll come to the second page. This is having the information about the different contents this issue is having. We'll be taking it shortly. And we all know this is the information about the executive body of Dhanbad Camera Club. Different people having different portfolios. Now, on President's message, our President, Mr. Mukesh Srivastava, is having some important points on this page. Now, as you know, the achievements of members of Dhanbad Camera Club, some small achievement from my side, for me, Lalit Kala Academy, State Lalit Kala Academy, Lucknow invited me for an invitational exhibition at the academy. And the chairman and the chief guest is honoring me on the occasion. And on the other day, the ambassador visited my show and incidentally awarded me some of the museum's award for my creativity. So this is from my side. And this is the achievement of our advisor, Lisa Schnelzer, 121 acceptances. Oh my God, the international exhibition.
Yes.
And it is having 17 new titles. She has got 1 medal, 7 diplomas, 1 ribbon, and 11 honor mentions. Hearty congratulations, Lisa, for this remarkable achievement. Very nice picture, very, very attractive.
Excellent.
And then our president, Mr. Mukesh Srivastava, his first ever fashion shoot in Pushkar Fair was published on the front page of the Dainik Bhaskar, a leading newspaper of Ajmer on 6th April 2026. And this is the page. This is the front page. Yes, it is very creditable to come on the front page and with this much big photograph. So hearty congratulations, Mukeshji. Now, the senior member, Mr. Sitaram Paul, he has got 214 acceptances, 21 awards, and among the acceptances, 11 are the new works, 2 gold, 3 silver, 15 HM, and 1 other. These are 2 photo studies. And now, Mr. Rupak Sinha's achievement. He was honored for his photographic achievements. And this is the media coverage you can see. And this is the certificate he got for his. Now, we all know today's webinar on 13th June, the topic is artificial intelligence, challenges and concern, burning topic these days. And we are very sure that we'll be knowing some new facts about the speakers who are having the mastery on the said subject. We are looking forward. And This bulletin also have the 4 images of the members, and this is image from me under the caption form and color. The first image, then the second image, and then 2 other images. These are under the caption of form and color. I am working these days. Now the 4 images by Lisa Schnelzer. You have seen this on the cover. A very innovative and attractive image, and architectural study of the modern building, the forms, the geometrical forms. And now Mr. Mukesh Srivastav's 4 images. Black and white is always very, very, very attractive for me. And the treatment, the experimentation he did with the tree trunks is really very remarkable. Another, with the same subject and with the same impact, I would rather say. Beautiful image, beautiful. And perhaps monochromatic feature is enhancing the beauty of this image. And the 4th one is the colored one, and it is also from the tree trunk. And now Mr. Sitaram Paul's 4 images, friends. Mr. Chintan Haran Ghosh, the nature studies. Another 2 images, again, the nature studies. And Mr. Rakesh Kishore Sahais. This is the first image. And this is the second one, the 4th, 3rd, and 4th. Mr. Rupak Sinha's images. I always feel that by seeing others' work, we learn a lot. So it is always very interesting, and it's a learning process to see the others' images. Mr. Ajit Joshi's work. Other 2 images. The nature studies. Now Mr. Chitra Joshi's image. It's Ajit Joshi's, this is Chitra Joshi's images. And I think these images are from Lucknow residency. Another 2 images. Mr. Amitabh Thapriyal's 2 bird studies, and Mr. Thapriyal's, Colonel Thapriyal's, in fact, other 2 pictures. Now, Prasanta Kumar Das 2 images, the historical monuments, the architectural beauty, and these are 2 other images having the candid human touch. Now, Mr. Akhil Hadia's image. Mr. Hadia is from Indore. Very interesting. Very interesting. I find it very interesting. That. Another one, the skyscrapers, the modern skyscrapers. And this is the 3rd image by Mr. Hadia. And this is the 4th one. Mr. Sudeep Roy's 2 images, bird studies. And again, the bird study. Mr. Amit Shah. Mr. Deepak Thakur's pictures. Now, Mr. Vishnu Patel's. This is the modern structure, and this is the old historical structure. Vishnu Patel's other 2 images. And these are the dates and authors, details of dates and author of the different webinars organized by Dhanbad Camera Club. First was organized on 2020. So within 6 years, we have come to 63rd. Today we are having the 63rd. And this is the information. If anybody wishes to join Dhanbad Camera Club, these are the points. By paying the fee, you may join the Dhanbad Camera Club. And these are the different previous bulletins of Dhanbad Camera Club. You may download it. Just click on the issues and it will be downloaded. And now we have come at the end of this bulletin and having the picture made by Mr. Mukesh Srivastava. So now I stop sharing. Mukeshji, over to you. Mukeshji, over to you.
ওখানে যা হয় ব্যবস্থা তাই চাই।
मुकेश जी, हेलो मुकेश जी।
हाँ सर,
Yeah, we can hear you.
आप
I was
बोलिए।
just not getting any voice. That's why I called you.
नहीं, आवाज मिल गई सर। हमने माइक को ऑफ कर दिया था।
Okay.
कोई दिक्कत हो रही है सर? Adit Agarwala sir, any problem?
No, I have no problem. But I was wondering why I am not getting any voice.
नहीं नहीं सर, आप शेयर कीजिए अपना स्क्रीन, आवाज तो है।
मेरा तो स्क्रीन शेयर किया हुआ है।
कहाँ सर, हम लोग नहीं दिखाई पड़ रहा है।
नहीं दिखाई पड़ रहा।
अच्छा, you mean I am not presenting anything, I'll just speak.
Okay,
You
okay,
didn't ask me to present.
okay, then carry on sir.
Okay. So, thank you, Mrinal ji, for giving this beautiful presentation on AI, its positive side, its negative side. And we all know technology is there to help us, to teach us something new, to do any work in a much faster way, saving time and increasing productivity. And so it was very nice that it was also introduced into photography. And we nowadays, at least in salon photography or even in commercial photography, we are able to do so much of work in much less time. And the examples for that, Mrinal has already shown to all of us, which is very encouraging, especially in commercial photography. But so far as salon photography, art photography is concerned, it has also created certain problems because it raises the issue of authenticity, truthfulness. We all know that in photography, we regard a photograph as a proof that some event, some image was taken, recorded on a particular date, on a specific time. And that lends to its truthfulness. It establishes that these two persons, the photographer, creator, and the subject or landscape or whatever it may be which the photographer has gone to record, they were both present on that specific time. And the photo artist spends a lot of time in establishing that truth in an artistic way. First, he has to plan a picture. He goes there on the best possible time to photograph, record. He selects the subjects, selects the proper time, the best suitable time to record that event. He creates the atmosphere. He creates the mood of the picture. Then he records. And thereafter it is transformed on a print or in a digital manner. But the moment artificial intelligence is used to create that same event, it loses authenticity. Because I can create a picture of anybody and ask AI to put it in front of Eiffel Tower as if that man is walking there. And in no time, AI will create that image. But it is fake. It has no truth. And the emotional attachment, involvement of the photo artist with that particular scene is lost. It goes for a toss. Nobody will believe it. It is not a legal document. And there is no authorship. There is no ownership of the photographer concerned. And a very lively example of this was in a photo contest organized 4 or 5 years back, where a German photographer, he had created a picture with the help of AI. That was AI picture, but he submitted it as a normal picture. And the jury selected that picture as top award winner. Finally, the German photographer, the award winner, he disclosed there in the meeting, press conference, that he is unable to accept that award because it is not a photograph. It is the creation of AI. not his. So he can't accept this award. And the funniest part was, so many other juries who were evaluating that contest, they cut very sorry figure because they could not identify that that picture was not the real photograph but an AI creation. So that creates the problem of authenticity issues. As far as we do it honestly for some purpose, for salon or historical record or photojournalism, the photography plays its part of truthfulness, authenticity perfectly. But when we photographers take the help of AI and create some fake images where our ownership is not recorded, established, then it creates problem of authenticity or misrepresentation. So in salon photography, that is the greatest problem because the patronizing authorities like FIAP or Photographic Society of America or even our Federation of Indian Photography, they always say that the photograph must have been taken by the author concerned and he should have his full ownership, authorship of the photograph. It becomes a legal document. So and it is also very difficult for the jury of the event, whatever salon or photo contest, to establish the authenticity of an image in such a short time during judging process. It is extremely difficult. That is because the juries are not properly trained in the art and techniques of identifying fake images from the original ones. And also the time given is so short that they can't do it. And it also creates problems for the patronizing authorities like FIAC or PSA, because for them it becomes difficult that it is announced as a salon of art, but where the images selected, some of them photographs which are selected there as award winning, they are not the real award, not the real pictures. They are created by artificial intelligence. That is a big challenge for the entire photography community, the image creators, the participants, the jury, and also the authorities. And this issue is bogging the entire photographic community. That's why the authorities have come out with very strong legal findings on the salon participants that you have to submit only those pictures which are really authored by you 100%. And you cannot take images created even partly by some softwares. So this is one very big challenge that is confronting the real artist photographers. And we have to find a solution to this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, very much. Very vital informations we have got
And
now.
Mr. Mukesh happened to mention that article that was published in Viewfinder.
Yes.
That was also written and prepared for this issue in mind, keeping this issue in mind.
And that article is very informative. I will share that article in the group very soon. Tomorrow itself. Rather, I will share the complete issue of the Viewfinder of July month. Okay. And next panelist is Dr. B.K. Sinha. He's traveling in the evening. He's in the train. So he may not be able to present tonight. So the next is the most important, our very loving President of PSA, G.R.S. Schnelzer. And now I'll request him to share his screen or give his thoughts about AI. And friends, please listen very carefully because his topic is very, very vital. I can repeat once again. Ethical concerns in journalism, very important, and for the AI. Then AI, should it assist creativity or replace it? A few light was shown by our Mrinal on this creativity, but this is going ahead that should it assist creativity or replace it? And next is very important for those who are salon participants. Rules for AI generated images by PSA and FIA. Over to you, Jia, please.
Well, thank you. First of all, I am now the past president of PSA, so I want to state to begin with,
Okay.
I'm not speaking on behalf of PSA, or nor am I speaking on behalf of FIOP, but I can tell you that I was intimately involved with the discussions and the outcomes of what our regulatory process has been. To begin with, you know, a lot of people say AI, everything's AI. But in reality, it's really synthetic photography or synthetic art. So that's kind of how we want to look at that. You know, Albert Einstein made a statement a long time ago that as the circle of light increases, so does the circumference of darkness. So the more we learn, the more we realize we don't know. And I think this AI discussion is really leading to that process. The right of freedom of expression is a human right. So how we express our art, our photography is allowable in the world of human rights. What really is the problem is what's been discussed before is what is real and what is not real. And so we have to take a deep look at that. AI really polarizes people. There are those people that they love it. They like what it can do. And then there's those who hate it because they think it's taking away the photographic art. You know, I recall, and many of you may recall, that during the process of becoming digital, I was a darkroom person. I grew up in the darkroom. I studied the darkroom, and I never foresaw what digital was going to do. And I had a lot of friends that they refused to go digital. And now it is the only way that we're moving forward. So we have to look at AI as the future. Where is it going? I wrote an article in the PSA Journal about the future of photography. And a lot of this has to do with where we're going in the future. Elon Musk has developed something called the neural link. And what that is they're implanting in the human brain links, neuron links that allow people who are, you know, paralyzed to move their arms and their legs. I'm thinking that sometime in the future, and I'm a futurist, I guess, is that hopefully those neural links will allow us to download our memories. I have a lot of photographs I missed because I didn't have my camera or I didn't have the right setting or whatever. So maybe in the future, we'll be able to download those. So let's talk about the ethical concerns in photojournalism. Actually, PSA has a reality section and it has a pictorial section. And the pictorial sections are basically color and monochrome. And the photographer is allowed to manipulate those images how they wish using their own techniques. The reality division is not just photojournalism, it's photo travel and it's nature. And you're not allowed to use a lot of techniques to change that. Photojournalism has been here as long as there's been magazines and newspapers that are trying to tell the truth of the subject. But there have always been photographers who have pushed that envelope. I know of a photographer who was a photojournalist during the war. I think it was the Afghan war. And he actually moved children in front of a burning building and made it look like they had survived that burning building. But in reality, he had used models to do that. So there's always these ethical concerns. You're going to have it. And PSA and FIAP are concerned about the future of where this is and how AI is going to stepping into that. In reality, we don't want AI to artificially create an image that isn't real. And so photojournalism hopefully is the real part, the reality of what we see and we do. So it's going to be interesting how we do that. In terms of AI and how it can assist our creativity, it's never going to replace creativity, because even with the prompts, either by voice or by keystrokes, someone has to put that in. You can't just open AI and let it make something. You have, the photographer, the artist has to put in something. So there's some creativity there. For instance, I have been using a little bit of Chat GPT because it streamlines my process. It can increase the color range. It can do a lot of the things that I have done mechanically in the digital world. Even in the darkroom world, dodging and burning, those things can now be done through the process of giving it a keystroke or speaking to the AI intent. I think it's a tool that can be used appropriately, but it comes down to the sheer fact, and I'm getting in here to the rules of that AI generation for PSA and FIAP, because we had a lot of time and a lot of discussion. Ricardo and I have discussed this over and over of where the future is going to be. And the bottom line is that when you capture something, you have authorship to the pixels that are in that image. And can you manipulate those pixels to make your image better? And then that allows you to be maybe a better photographer. When I capture something, I capture it in RAW, and I think many of you and most people capture in RAW, and we know that the RAW image is kind of blah looking at it. You have to do something to it. And what we used to do is, we can increase contrast, we can decrease color saturation and those things. Now, using something like ChatGPT, we can make that streamlined by doing the same thing that we would do manually through the process of manipulating our own pixels. It's when we are not using our own pixels and asking some sort of synthetic photography mechanism to generate pixels that are not our own. That's the real ethical issue, I think, that we're really facing. There are very strict, PSA and FIAP have agreed on some rules regarding pixels and what is permitted and what's not permitted. Both organizations allow editing tools that perform transformations, enhancements, or corrections based exclusively on the existing pixels data that's captured by the original photographers without introducing externally sourced content. And I think that's the term that currently is being used. One thing that PSA has put into their statement, and this has been something which is outpainting or generative fill, which allows the expanding or of cropped images using content aware. In other words, many of us have a picture of a bird flying and it's flying out of the image. And so you want to add a little more canvas to the front of it. Right now in the non-reality divisions and the pictorial divisions, you can do that in PSA. But you can't do that in the reality visions of nature, photo travel, and photojournalism. It's just not allowed in there. This is an evolving art form, and we can embrace it, and we can argue with it, but I think that both PSA, FIOP, I'm assuming, FIP, and all the other photographic organizations are wrestling with the same issue. And, you know, putting firm and distinct lines in the sand, that sand is going to be washed by the ocean and the line's going to move, and those things are going to change over time. And we can be part of that change, or we can resist that change and stand our ground. And there's no sense in that. We need to be evolving with it. And I think you will see new and different rules and regulations in the future as we move forward. Technology is always great, and it's going to continually happen. And who knows what the future is really going to have in store for us. But I think we need to be at the forefront of that change as it happens. So that's my 10 cents. Happy to have a conversation on any of those topics with anyone.
Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. Your thoughts in terms of ethical concerns and creativity was very, very, very vital. And we all, all are very much benefited from your presentation. Now I'll request Anil Singh sir to summarize the whole thing. And I know that's a very, very difficult and crucial job assigned to you, but I'm very much confident that you will do it differently. Please, over to you, sir.
Yes, indeed, Mukesh ji, it's a very difficult job, and I think I am not a fit person to do that anyway. So we had very interesting talks giving facts and figures with examples about the challenges and concern regarding artificial intelligence in photography. In the first talk by Mr. Mrinal Bandopahyay, I very much agree when he said that AI is being used in photography in two ways, as a assistive tool and as a generative tool. Yes, as an assistive tool, it is okay for me, as in some of the program I come to know from my speaker that a picture made by a camera can be edited by AI. It is fine, but a picture made by AI is not permissible at all. So the generative issue is having a lot of challenges and concern. Yes, and very important thing about the commercial photography, Mr. Mrinal Bandopahyay told us that by using the AI, if lot of picture were taken of an event, the defect, it sort out or take out the defective pictures. So it will save a lot of time. So for commercial sort of photography, AI may be very, very useful, but as far as the creative aspect is concerned, I don't know. For editing, as I said, in a webinar, I came to know if you are using AI for editing purpose with a picture made with the camera, it is fine. But later on, when I was thinking about this fact, a question arises in my mind, then what about the photograms? If there is a photogram and we wish to use AI for editing purpose as an assistive tool, what will it be okay? I don't know. It's a big question. So a very, very informative presentation by Mr. Bandopahyay. Thank you so very much. Now, as he said, for restoration, AI is a very useful tool. Yes, I was working with the National Research Laboratory for Conservation of Cultural Property, which used to deal with the restoration of the art objects. And I found it very interesting. When you use AI with a click of a button, the picture, a photograph or a painting or whatever it is, which is in the damaged condition, will be restored. So it is very, very interesting. And commercially also, when we have some old family photographs which the persons are not with us, and those photographs are very valuable, very lovable to us, and but not in good physical condition, because in the adverse condition, in the due course of time, photograph used to damage, that can be restored by using AI. So it is very important there. And now our second speaker, our own Mr. Adit Agarwala. We know that he is a very, very good writer, and he has already written an article about this in the Viewfinder. He also said that the big factor using the AI for the commercial purpose, it is saving a lot of time. And we know time is money. So you are saving a lot of money, lot of time using AI for the commercial photography. And regarding the problems, two major points we pointed out: the authenticity and truthfulness. Of course, these issues are very much there. And incident, he told us that a German photographer, he entered an image made by AI in a photographic competition, and he got the top award, and ultimately he refused that this picture is not made by him, it is the AI creation. Yes, but I was very much confused why he entered that when he knew that according to the rule, this is not going well. Picture was generated by using AI, knowing that it is not proper to enter such picture. He entered, but when he got the award, he refused it, saying that created not by him, but by the AI. So what he wanted to do, I don't know. It's very confusing. On the one hand, he is pretending to be very honest, refusing the award. But on the other hand, by knowing that this is not permissible, he entered the AI image. So sometimes things are very, very confusing. And of course, when we talk about, know about the artificial intelligence, there are a lot of challenges and lot of concerns are there. And our third speaker, the former president of Photographic Society of America, Mr. J.R. Schnelzer. I happen to be many times in the co-jury panel with Mr. Schnelzer, and I recollect in one judging, there was a picture, and he said it seems very perfect. It should be generated by AI, and it happened that when the inquiries were made, it was AI generated. So sometimes the perfect thing is generated by the technology. So, and he very much is right to say when he says that this is the synthetic photography. AI photography is the synthetic photography. For creativity, the human excellence of creativity, very rightly he said that this technique of artificial or technology of artificial intelligence cannot compete with the human intelligence creativity. And he very rightly said that the more we learn, the more we come to know that how less we know. Yes, it is very, very, very true. And I always said that technology is playing very, very important role everywhere in every field. So why not in photography? It is fine, but we should be the master of technology. Technology should not be master of us.
Right.
When our things can be so-called creative by pushing a button, it cannot be a creative thing. So there is lot of precautions we should take when, and he very rightly said that there are some sections by PSA recognized salons where things can be changed, but there are some sections just like nature and wildlife and photo travel and journalism where you cannot remove or cannot add a thing. So there is a different parameters and precautions for the different sections. This is also very, very important. So technology will be there and new technologies will be coming in the future. And what to do with our creative aspect of photography, this is something which is very confusing for me. Let's see what is in the picture in the future. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Well done, sir. Well done, well done. You have done very wonderfully. We have summarized the whole thing. One thing, friends, I'm also using AI, that is the Chat GPT. So the one experience I got, I want to say only in one sentence. In place of using our own skill and creativity, finally we are depending upon the proper use of prompt. So prompt is the real thing while using AI. So nowadays, even people are giving some sessions and lectures and all to how to generate prompts. Prompts are being sold also. But anyway, that is all. AI means ki prompt. The way you write the prompt, you will get the images generated. I have used ChatGPT mainly for creating posters for the video, music videos, and I get wonderful posters. Thanks very much. Now I'll request Lisa, because she was listening everything very quietly. So she must be having something to say regarding this, our session. Lisa, over to you.
Hi.
Yeah.
There's off there. I just wanted to say I appreciate this. I think it will be a topic of conversation for years to come. AI is changing. The perception of AI will probably continue to change. While some things we think now are not acceptable, at some point, certain aspects may be more acceptable within photography as time goes on. There are some aspects of it I can definitely see both sides where, it impacts the truthfulness of the image to some extent. Now I think we all see something on social media or in a show or in a competition and you question it. Your first thought is, this is amazing. And then immediately it's like, oh, is it AI? And I often check other people's comments just to see if anybody else has caught it. And sometimes I'm not sure if we will know for sure unless it's too perfect or just such an odd video that it would be impossible. But I do think maybe the good thing about it is we all do question it. We look at things in a different way. And there is, I think, a place for AI, certainly in the tools part and in productivity and so forth. But as far as starting with our own image, unless if it's something totally created by AI, it needs to be identified as such. But the tools that we can use, and Mukesh, you actually mentioned something, I think, at our last webinar, how you use it to title
Yeah.
images. So I got the Chat GPT app and I put a couple photos up there. It's like, oh, I just couldn't think of titles. And it came up with a wealth of wonderful words. And then, do
Yeah.
you want to tweak it? Do you want something more fine art? Tell me more what your feel is. And so I've used that a few times, and that's like really fun. And it comes up with more things rather than my limited vocabulary and my preconceived notions since I took the image. And so that's been fun, kind of breaking out in that way. But I appreciate everybody's input on this, and I thought it was an interesting and informative webinar and some discussion. So thank you all.
Thank you, Lisa. Yes, I too was struggling in participating in Salon, how to give a caption for an image. And Chat GPT is very smart. Once you ask for a caption title for the exhibition, it gives more than 10, 20 options. You can choose anyone which suits your image. Thank you very much, Lisa. Sarad Rawalji is from London. Basically, he's from Gujarat. And today he has joined our webinar for the first time. I request you, Saradji, to say something about today's session. Please, yes.
Yeah, I unmuted my microphone.
Yeah.
Actually, I studied graphic design in Ahmedabad, commercial art. Then I was a designer for several years in Ahmedabad as a freelancer, and it was great experience. And with a visual literacy, when you have studied design and art, you can add extra elements and ingredients into photography as well. Then I started black and white photography, and me and Braj Mistry from Niharika, we were studying together in those early years, you know. And then in black and white photography years, I started doing black and white photography, and as an artist, I added so much of artistic values into my, and then color photography, and then video. So I evolved myself with various faculty or field. And when I came here in UK in 1988, so one of the Gujarati magazine invited me to work as an art director. So I designed that magazine for several years. And as computer invasion, I call it invasion, you know, it's attack where manual skill is gone now. So I thought it's not a good opportunity to work as a same field. But then I got opportunity to work after 50, age of 50, with a National Archives. National Archives, it is a British document, you know, all these 1,000 years British documents are stored there. So I got opportunity of earning and learning, and my department was scanning the document, various kind of document from Nehruji to Wilson Churchill and First World War and slavery. So it enhanced my education too. So it was a great experience working in the National Archives for 20 years. And you are not kicked out here in this kind of job. So if you love this job, you can continue. So a couple of years ago, I retired at the age of some 71, 72. I'm 70. I will be 75 in September. And these days, London is a great city. You know, you can find everything here. You can find Kohinoor here. You can find everything. People has to go to, you know, Google or a magazine or a TV, but I can travel to Victoria Albert Museum and find something interesting, antiques and those things, you know. So as I retired, I get opportunity to be there. Only weather is very serious problem to us. last couple of months it was too much cold and but nowadays sunny days are here again. Recently I went to Victoria Albert Museum. Most of the museum, timing, spending time in front of computer or a TV is not good. So, and after 60 in London, we get a freedom pass. So you can travel anywhere in London with that freedom pass. And luckily bus stop is very, very, very close to my flat. So many of the time I love to visit a British Museum and Victoria Albert Museum, Natural History Museum, and it gives me an opportunity to learn a lot. So I became a student again now. As a senior citizen, I love to be there. When I went to a science museum, so those steam revolution, when they started steam engine, all these prototype, smaller one to get order or to that what you can say to demonstrate the technology of the future. So everything is stored there. So it's very exciting experience these days. And I'm not working as a social photographer now. Earlier I was doing photography, video, this and that. But I share my images these days, creative images mainly, in a Facebook. And with the use of Facebook, I got very good friends over Facebook who look at my, and as we were talking about the AI, sometime I had to find some caption for my images on a Facebook. I ask Copilot, Microsoft, a Microsoft application for AI. In one of the caption, I was writing some prarthana, and the background was masjid, mosque. Then I ask a Copilot to do it for me. Then he says ibadat. So getting the right terminology, it has helped me. I give a creative touch to my images, and it's a great opportunity with AI. One of my granddaughter's photographs, I prompt make my granddaughter like a fairy and make a wings and various birds and keep a background of a sunset. And then it was such a marvelous image that AI offered me, So if you have got something in your mind and if you cannot translate with any visual tool, with a brush, pencil, camera, then it's going to enhance the creativity of artist people as well. So I'm amazed and very much surprised. And I love to see what AI can do for creative person. And evolution. When photography started in America nearly 60, 70 years ago, all the artists started saying, no, it's not an art. But gradually, Man Ray and many of the photographers, Edward Weston, and they started telling that, no, this is the art. And so many of the photographers proved that photography is a fine art. And then gradually with digital, all people are using digital technology now. So everyone, whoever are saying no, AI is no good, has to jump into AI one day. And it's good to make a friend rather than foe. So that's what, so each day I love to learn something from a computer, people like you. And this morning when I found this, Raj Mistry shared this leaflet of AI. And oh God, this is my, so then I request to send, the link, and that's how. But it's my great opportunity to be with you people. I would love to join whenever something of my interest is there. And I will share some of my images. And one can find my Facebook Sarad Rawal with my name, and hopefully we will see each other several times as well. But it was a great opportunity to see some, I came from Ahmedabad, then moved to London. I feel that, I'm missing many things. When I'm in Ahmedabad, so many photographer friend and artist friend, and we have got gallery. Is something always active. So here I have to find my own entertainment for myself as a creative person. But that's how senior citizen has to work something, So those people who wants to learn, they never get old. We should not talk that we are senior.
Excuse me, Saradji, we are almost crossing our time limit. Already we have crossed. So please.
Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you for giving me an opportunity
Sure.
say something,
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Saradji. Now I request Tanoj Singh, because after a long time he has joined our webinar, to give vote of thanks.
I'm actually a bit of a beginner in when I compare myself to everyone here in photography, but I'm a user of machine learning and AI, but more for data analytics and some image analysis, but those images are of microbial world. But I can see the issues, especially some of the issues highlighted where maybe it's borderline unethical. So I really enjoyed the 4 talks and all the views expressed. And I hope everybody found the lectures useful. I can surely say that it was very enlightening for me. So thank you very much. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tanoj. Okay, my special thanks to our panelists, J.R. Schnelzer, Mrinal Bandopahyay, and Adit Agarwala, sir. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Okay, thank you very much and good night to all. Good night.
Thank you, sir, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.